Welcome to Pierce Podcast. I'm Mike.
And this is Orlando, and we're here for another Monday mini-sode.
Yeah, Monday minis are where we get an opportunity to dig in deep on one topic for a short amount of time. But we're not going more than like 10, 15 minutes. This is your chance. This is your little midweek, even though it's the beginning of the week. It's like your beginning of the week snack. Kind of get you going, keep you going before the meal of the podcast that drops on Wednesday. So what are we talking about today, Orlando?
So this last week, I went on vacation. Not this last week, but the week before.
Congratulations.
And I think I finally figured out the best way to use coupons. Now, I've been using it for various things. And so the goal of this episode is to share with you what are probably the best practices on using the eBay coupon.
Yeah. And before we get started, let us know in the comments below, what has been your experience with eBay coupons? Have you been successful? Have you tried them? Have you not tried them? What is your... Have you made a bunch of money on them? Are you spending a bunch of time doing it? Do you have a tip or trick on coupons? So let us know in the comments below. I'll let you know right off the bat. I'm still pretty fresh on the coupon. I've only done a couple of coupons. I haven't really jumped in yet. Haven't decided like this is how I'm going to use coupons. Hasn't really felt worth it to me, but I think some of these might change my opinion.
This episode is for you.
That's right. So just bring it.
So first thing is, if sales are slow, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Right. You have to use every tool available. So some of you maybe have dropped your prices, or you've run a sale. You've gone promoted listings. You've even done maybe pay-per-click, which I strongly encourage you to make sure you see how much you're actually being, charged, because that can cost you a lot of money. But the coupon is free. The only thing it costs you is a sale. And so if sales are slow, I strongly encourage you. The way you do this is you just go to my eBay, you go to marketing, and then there's a place, where you have buyer groups, and you can create a coupon there. And so this coupon can either be a private coupon where you can only send it to certain people, or you can make it a public coupon. And I'll share the major difference between the two later on. But basically, you can use either one of these, and I strongly encourage you to use these if sales are slow and you've done everything else. I use coupons consistently for various reasons, but if sales are slow, this will definitely give you one more tool to help your sales increase.
Yeah, and it's a good experiment that you can try too. Is it's tough unless you do the exact same item, which you can do. You can do a week of your items on sale with a coupon, or just on sale in general, and then a week with higher promoted listing, and see what was more successful for you. So it could be that if sales are slow, that it is coupons that will bring in the more sales. Maybe it's a higher promoted listing, but you've got to try it. You got to try it with your items to see what's going to be successful. And we've heard a lot of people say when things are slow, coupons have definitely helped.
Yeah, I agree. Now, this one is my go-to. You ever had that moment where there's an error in something that you sold, right? You messed up on the description, you missed a flaw, you broke something in packing. The worst one is something's out of stock. I always send the coupon every single time. And usually the coupon is a pretty good percentage. For me, it's 20%. And I always say, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. This coupon is good year round, and it's for 20% off anything in my store, at any time. And I think it's like up to 2 uses. And
there's a good chance that they're not going to actually, if
Correct.
You've got a store like ours where it's a bunch of hodgepodge things, you're not niche down so much that coupon might not get used at all. But just the gesture alone is enough a lot of times to calm upset customer. Now, if you are in, let's say you sell basketball cards, or you sell perfume, or you sell lamps, or like whatever the thing is, like it's your thing that you sell and a customer is going after that, there may be a higher chance that person will actually utilize that coupon to buy something else in that hobby or niche that they're in. But if you're like a garage sale type store, like many of our listeners are, not all, but many, then the coupon might be nothing more than hey, I'm trying to do something good here. And that goes a long way with a lot of customers.
Now, the other way that I like using it is when I go on vacation. And this one, to me, is a big deal. So you can do it a couple ways. You can do the public route where you choose it to be public, and that coupon is right on every single listing. It'll have your item, and then it'll tell you, get an extra whatever percentage off by using coupon code, blah, blah, blah. And I use this if you heard our last update episode, and I've used it a couple of times. and it definitely will kick in sales, right? Because when you're on vacation, you want those sales to continue. The worst is you go on vacation and you have no sales and you come back and then you're like, oh, like this is going to be kind of rough a little bit. I just spent all this money and now I don't have any money coming in. And so you want to make sure that you keep your buyers, you keep people when they see the thing that says sellers away from this date to this date, to actually focus more on the bigger print that says get more of a savings here. And they'll probably focus on that. And what happens too is a lot of people won't even use the coupon, but it'll draw people to your listing. It actually separates you from other individuals. So now, this is when I encourage you to use Mike, because you sell like a lot of collectible stuff, right? You sell like manga, is that what it's called? I don't know.
Yeah, I do some of that and some board games. So there are a few. I have, other ways that I sell, whether it's offer up, and I have repeat customers through certain avenues that I sell through. When it comes to eBay, my store is kind of hodgepodge, and I do have more items in certain categories, like old board games or certain types of books or comic books, things like that. So there definitely can be repeat buyers. And I'll tell you one example of this that I had the most was I was selling a bunch of RPG books that I picked up in a haul. It was 50 some RPG books from BattleTech, and
I remember
there were probably 4 or 5 buyers who ended up buying almost all of it. A couple of people bought things here and there, but every few weeks or every couple of days, somebody would buy another one. It was like as they were getting paid, they were buying more of my stuff. And so I could definitely see how using a coupon could get those people really hooked into the things you're selling, especially if there are other people who are selling similar items. One, if you're shipping it fast, it's getting to them in the condition they're hoping to get, there's a good chance you're going to have a loyal customer. But if a coupon is another way to do that. Now, I don't remember who it was I saw this on. It might have actually been, I hate to bring up Gary Vee. It might have been a Gary Vee thing, but it was such a good point. It was an owner of a restaurant who said, it takes, I think, 3 or 4 times of a customer having a good experience at your restaurant, and then they become loyal customers.
That is Gary Vee.
And then it doesn't really matter what happens after that. And the point he made is like the first time, if you own a restaurant, the first time somebody comes in, come up to them, talk to them, meet them, give them a free appetizer. Now they think, or tell them, what's good. Oh, you should try the chicken. In fact, the house chicken is going to be on us this time for you, give it a shot. And then the next time they come, and as they leave, say, oh, and by the way, here's a coupon for free dessert next time you come. Then they come, they get the free dessert. So then everybody knows when somebody gives you a free dessert coupon, then you give them the next thing. Oh, glad you got this dessert. They're going to come out, they're going to bring it in a special way. And then they're going to offer you something else. And the idea is once you've given somebody a few really good experiences, then after that, it almost doesn't matter.
That's so true.
By the 12th experience, it can be an average experience, but they've already loved the place so much that it's so if you can do that for a customer, and sometimes it's this coupon. Hey, you've already bought 2 things from me. Here's the coupon. And if somebody uses the coupon, then they get the additional coupon. It's like another one that's a little bit better, because once they start buying from you and they're hooked, you're the store they're going to.
No, I agree. Just to give you a personal example, there's a couple of restaurants I go with my boys to go eat, and when I call ahead to eat, like they already have the food ready when I'm there. They, drinks are always comped. Like they know me by my first name. They're always, and so
even if you had a bad experience.
Yeah. And I had a couple like where something wasn't right or something was off. And I'm like, whatever. Like I'm gonna keep
hard to taint. It's hard to taint once you really love a place, it's hard to taint that love for that place. So now, this doesn't apply for a lot of people, but just think about it. If you're in like a certain niche, a niche, it really matters. You can really bring somebody in and have a repeat buyer.
I'll give you an example. I know this is turning into a longer mini-sode, but I had a couple Hawaiian shirts I shipped out, and my supplier usually gives me top-notch stuff. Well, this one time, one had an ink stain. I totally missed it. And the other one was more faded than I think I must have changed the contrast too much on my phone when I took the pictures, and it looked a lot brighter than it did in person. But the fact that I had given them coupons before and they've bought from me a lot, they're like, hey, just to let you know, this shirt was this and you missed this ink stain, but that's okay. I bought from you before. I always appreciate your quality items. I'm going to send you a couple offers for a couple more things. And sure enough, they send me like a little bit lower offers than I'm used to. Yeah, but I still made it happen. And they bought some more Hawaiian shirts. And guess what? The week later, they paid full price for some other Hawaiian shirts. So yeah, I agree with you. And coupons allows you to do that, to keep those buyers going, you know what? I always want to go back to this person to buy things. Now, the last one here is a public coupon allows you to beat the competition. I had mentioned before when I went on vacation how, you know, on every single one of my listings, it said, use this coupon to get this discount. So if you go to an eBay listing and people have coupons, not only if you have a top rated seller plus badge, this is even better because it's in bright red letters and it definitely, you know, separates you from the competition. And so more people are willing to, I believe, click on that item and buy that item than if they looked at everybody else's and there's no deal there. There's nothing special about what's going on there. Right. And I always argue that even if you're able to, you list your items higher than that other person, the fact that you give that deal makes them look at other items and maybe buy other items from you. Because when I go on vacation or I've put these public coupons out there, I've had people buy multiple items because it's coupon, because I allowed them. At one time, I allowed them to use it as many times as they wanted. Other times, unlimited to 2. But sometimes, it doesn't matter. They'll just buy more items from you. So separate yourself from the competition by offering coupons.
Yeah, and it's interesting because is it worth doing the coupon as opposed to just lowering your price? Would it be more beneficial to say, hey, I'm going to lower the price of my items by 10% instead of offering a 10% coupon? It might be, but one of the nice things with a coupon is you can adjust it a little bit easier than trying to adjust all your prices at one time. Mm-hmm. So there's that element to it. And like you said, there's something about the original number slashed out with like a cheaper number underneath of it that like plays a role in some people's head. If you just go to the store and you see a box of cereal for $3.99, and then right next to it's a box of cereal that's normally $7.99, but it's on sale for $3.99. You're like, man, what a deal. So even if it's the exact same thing.
And even if it's worth just $3.99, right, you're still like, oh, I got a deal.
It's on sale. So I know a lot of people who are like that. I bought this because it was on sale. It's like that store, everything is always on sale. Nobody ever pays full price for anything because literally half the store is always on sale. And the next week, the other half's on sale. So it works.
Yeah, just be careful that your pricing is legit because you'll end up like another Toys R Us or Office Depot who always had high prices, but always had sales. But you're like, wait, I can get this for cheaper at Target or Walmart. Why would I come here?
But it's not on sale there.
But it's not on sale. So hopefully all these ideas about using eBay coupons helps. I do think it definitely is another tool you want to be accustomed to and use on a regular basis to help you be more profitable. And with that being said, make sure to be real,
be relevant,
and be reselling late.
Peace.